In the high, misty forests of the eastern Himalayas, a creature of quiet wonder makes its home. It moves through the ancient trees like a whisper of russet and white. This is the red panda, a mammal cloaked in mystery and often misunderstood. Its name in Chinese translates to fire fox, a fitting description for its brilliant, flame-colored coat that shines like a warm ember against the cool green canopy. For centuries, this gentle animal has lived a life largely hidden from human eyes, a solitary wanderer in a world of towering rhododendrons and dense bamboo thickets. Its presence is a subtle one, a fleeting glimpse of a bushy tail or a soft, curious face peering down from a branch. Many people are familiar with the giant panda, with its iconic black and white markings, but the red panda is a different creature altogether, belonging to its very own unique family in the animal kingdom. It's not a bear, nor is it a raccoon, despite its ringed tail and masked face. This remarkable animal is a living fossil, the last of its kind, with an evolutionary history that stretches back millions of years. Its story is one of survival, adaptation, and quiet resilience in one of the world's most breathtaking yet challenging landscapes. To understand the red panda is to journey deep into a world that is becoming increasingly fragile. The first Western scientist to describe it called it the most beautiful mammal he'd ever seen. It is easy to see why. The red panda possesses a gentle charm that is truly captivating. With its soft, dense fur to protect it from the mountain cold and its long, bushy tail for balance, it is perfectly designed for a life in the trees. Its face, with its white muzzle, tear-like streaks below the eyes and pointed ears, gives it an expression of perpetual curiosity. Every movement is deliberate and graceful, whether it is navigating a narrow branch or delicately sampling a tender bamboo shoot with its paws. Our journey today will take us into this secret world. We will follow the soft footsteps of this elusive creature and witness its daily life unfold. We seek to understand the untold truths of this enchanting animal, to see beyond its charming appearance and discover the remarkable story of its existence. The forests it calls home are shrinking and its future is uncertain. By watching and by learning, we can begin to appreciate the true value of the red panda and the importance of protecting its peaceful realm from the growing pressures of the outside world. Its most striking feature is its magnificent coat, a thick, luxurious fur that seems to capture the very essence of autumn. This vibrant hue provides surprisingly effective camouflage amongst the reddish-brown moss and lichen that cling to the trees of its high-altitude home. Beneath this fiery blanket, however, lies a contrasting and equally important pattern. The red panda's legs and underbelly are covered in deep black fur. When viewed from below by a potential predator on the forest floor, this dark fur helps the panda merge with the shadows and dark tree limbs above, making it incredibly difficult to spot. And then there is the tail, a feature as magnificent as the coat itself. Long and bushy, it measures almost the length of the red panda's body. In the cold mountain nights, the red panda wraps this thick, furry appendage around itself like a warm blanket, conserving precious body heat. When navigating the narrow and often slippery branches of the forest, it acts as a superb counterbalance, providing stability and grace to its movements. It is an animal born for the trees, a true arboreal specialist. Its movements are not hurried or frantic, but rather deliberate, fluid, and remarkably assured. On the ground, its gait can appear somewhat awkward, a waddling motion due to its short front legs and pigeon-toed stance, but in the canopy it is transformed into a confident and elegant acrobat. The secret to its climbing prowess lies in its specialized anatomy. The red panda is equipped with sharp, semi-retractable claws that provide a secure purchase on even the smoothest of bark. Perhaps its most astonishing skill is the ability to descend trees headfirst. This is a rare talent in the mammal world, made possible by an exceptionally flexible ankle joint. The red panda can rotate its ankles by almost 180 degrees, allowing its hind claws to point backwards and grip the tree trunk as it makes its way down. This life in the trees is not just about finding food, it is also about safety. The high canopy offers a refuge from potential ground-dwelling predators. By resting high up on a sturdy fork in a tree, the red panda can remain largely unseen and out of reach. The forest canopy is its castle, its larder, and its sanctuary. The red panda's diet presents a significant challenge. Bamboo, its primary food source, is tough, fibrous, and low in nutritional value. To survive on such a diet, it has evolved some truly remarkable adaptations, particularly its false thumb. This is not a true thumb, but rather a modified, enlarged wrist bone. It allows the red panda to hold a stalk of bamboo with precision while it eats. Watching a red panda eat is to witness a display of delicate dexterity. It carefully strips the leaves from the stalk, consuming only the most tender and digestible parts. This selective eating is vital for maximizing nutrient intake. However, unlike other herbivores, the red panda's digestive system is relatively simple and inefficient. It can only extract about a quarter of the nutrients from the bamboo it consumes. This digestive inefficiency forces it to spend up to 13 hours a day foraging and eating, consuming a staggering 20 to 30% of its own body weight in bamboo every single day. Its life is a finely tuned balancing act between eating enough to survive and expending as little energy as possible. The life of a red panda unfolds to a quiet, predictable rhythm. It is a crepuscular creature, most active during the twilight hours of dawn and dusk. As the first light filters through the dense canopy, our red panda begins to stir. Its day starts slowly, with a gentle stretch. This is the time for foraging. It moves with a deliberate purpose through its territory, following well-worn arboreal pathways it knows intimately. As the sun climbs higher and the midday warmth settles over the Himalayas, the red panda's activity begins to wane. It will seek out a favored resting spot. Here it will curl up, covering its face to block out the light and retain body heat. This is a crucial survival strategy. The cycle repeats as evening approaches. When the harsh light of day softens and the air begins to cool once more, the red panda rouses from its slumber. Another period of intense foraging begins. The daily life of a red panda is a simple, elegant loop of foraging and resting, a gentle rhythm perfectly synchronized with its high-altitude home. Though red pandas lead predominantly solitary lives, they are not entirely isolated. Their territories often overlap, and they have developed subtle ways to communicate. The primary language of the red panda is not spoken, but written in scent. They are meticulous about marking their territory, creating a fragrant map for others to read. These scent marks convey a wealth of information: the animal's sex, its reproductive status, and how recently it was in the area. It is a silent and efficient system. While scent is their main form of communication, red pandas do have a repertoire of vocalizations. Though they're used sparingly, they can produce a series of short whistles and squeals, often used during interactions between a mother and her cubs. Direct social interactions are rare and typically reserved for the mating season. During this brief period, usually in the late winter, males will actively seek out females. Outside of this season, the red panda is a creature of solitude. Its social life is one of whispers and unseen signals, a truly gentle spirit of the mountains. The red panda's story is inextricably linked to its magnificent yet fragile habitat. It resides in the temperate broadleaf and mixed forests of the eastern Himalayas, but this serene, high-altitude world is shrinking at an alarming rate. The primary threat to its existence is the rampant loss and fragmentation of its habitat. Large-scale deforestation, driven by logging for timber and fuel, and the clearing of land for agriculture and new settlements, is relentlessly carving up the red panda's domain. This habitat loss shatters their world into small, isolated fragments, preventing red pandas from moving freely between areas to find food or mates. This isolation leads to a decrease in genetic diversity, making the remaining populations more vulnerable to disease and less able to adapt. The practice of converting forest land for livestock grazing further degrades the habitat. Cattle and other domestic animals trample and consume the young bamboo shoots, directly competing with the red pandas. One of the most insidious threats is the danger posed by free-roaming dogs. These dogs can attack and kill red pandas, and they also carry diseases such as canine distemper. The illegal wildlife trade also casts a dark shadow. Red pandas are still hunted for their beautiful fur, used to make hats and other garments. Another tragic consequence is the danger of accidental snaring. Red pandas can easily become unintended victims of these indiscriminate traps. The development of infrastructure, such as roads, further fragments the red panda's habitat and increases mortality rates through vehicle collisions. Climate change adds another layer of profound threat. Warming trends are forcing vegetation zones to shift to higher altitudes, cornering this unique species with nowhere left to go. The human footprint is becoming heavier and more widespread, and with every new road, farm and settlement, the safe space available for the gentle red panda becomes just a little bit smaller. Despite the formidable threats arrayed against them, the story of the red panda is not without hope. Across their Himalayan range, a dedicated and growing movement is working tirelessly to secure their future. Community-based conservation is proving to be one of the most effective tools. These programs work directly with the local people who share the forest with the pandas. By providing alternative, sustainable livelihood options such as ecotourism, these initiatives reduce the community's reliance on activities that degrade the forest. When communities become active partners in conservation, they transform into the most powerful guardians of their local wildlife. Scientific research and population monitoring are providing the critical data needed. Researchers use tools like camera traps to study the red panda's elusive behavior. This information helps identify key corridors that need protection. Every tree planted is a vital step in the right direction. Zoos around the world are participating in coordinated breeding programs. These programs serve as a vital insurance policy, maintaining a healthy population in captivity. They also play a crucial role in education, introducing millions of people to this captivating animal and inspiring a global community of supporters. Ultimately, the fate of the red panda rests in our collective hands. Its survival depends not just on the actions of those living alongside it, but on a global commitment to conservation. We can all play a part, whether by supporting the organizations working to protect them, making conscious choices as consumers, or simply by sharing their story. The choice is ours to make. We can stand by and allow this gentle flame to be extinguished, or we can work together to ensure that the firefox continues to roam its mountain home for generations to come. The untold truth of the red panda is that its story is not yet over, and we all have the power to help write a happy ending, ensuring its gentle whispers continue to be heard in the Himalayan trees for a long, long time.